never stop at one. I'll take you all on.
At least I'll have the satisfaction of destroying you, Optimus Prime.
You can't remember my name.
The weak shall perish?
Do not believe everything you read.
Hello everyone, I'm Cyberverse Prime, and I'm happy to show you all, possibly so far, one of my favorite More Than Meets the Eye collection figures that have come out this year. So, here we have Transformers More Than Meets the Eye collection Hotrod, and this figure was re-released due to the fact that the original one is so incredibly hard to find, and I do have the original. And the cool thing about this is that we have a toy colored variant and now a movie / TV show variant of the mold. And I'm gonna be honest, it's pretty difficult to choose one or the other. I do like this one, but I still like the original. And it is kind of difficult for me to choose between the both of them. Now, much like Hound, I am going to do most of the differences and comparisons in robot mode than I will in alt mode, because there's between alt mode and transformation and stuff like that, there's really no difference other than the color. So, yep. But anyway, before we take a look at Hotrod and all of his accessories, here we have the packaging for it. So there is Hotrod there. He caught a fish. There is more of the image there on the side. You got the 40th anniversary of the movie. Nice up close look of his alt mode there. Transformers the movie. Another image of Hotrod there holding the fish. I don't know why he's fishing. He's a robot. He doesn't really eat anything. You can get him into this pose, actually, which is pretty cool. So, this is one of the coolest scenes in the movie, where he's talking with Daniel, and it says, unaware of the impending Decepticon threat, Autobot Hotrod spends time fishing with Daniel near Autobot City. Pretty cool. And yeah, Hotrod is one of the coolest characters in the movie, in my opinion. Not my favorite character from the film. I'm going to give that to Magnus. I can't deal with that right now. But, yeah, he does come with, the obligatory product shot, which you can get him into that pose. You can get him into that pose as well. And then he's got the alt mode and transforms in 29 steps. Yeah, so that is the box. So now we have the figure and all of his accessories. And I guess we're going to start off with my opinion on alt mode. Alt mode is pretty much the same as the original, just magenta. And I'll admit, this alt mode looks so much better in this color scheme. Now, on mine, there are a couple of QC issues. Actually, there's a few. The arm thing here does not like... On the original, this is pretty sleek, but it doesn't like to stay tapped together. On this side, where the arm pegs into the clear plastic tab, it doesn't like to stay there. And then over here, the exhausts don't like to line up at all. So there are some issues with this figure that unfortunately are present here. So I mean, this isn't really my Hotrod that I plan on transforming back and forth anyway. This is more of my display Hotrod, so it doesn't bother me much. But for almost $50, that is kind of ridiculous in my opinion. But beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. There's always going to be QC issues in the figure. But yeah, so that is alt mode. And it is the same as before. I believe clip-on wheels instead of pinned. Yes, it is clip-on instead of pin wheels, which sucks, but it is what it is. So that's cool. And then he comes with all these accessories, but they're primarily meant for robot mode. So we'll worry about them when we get to the bot. When we get to the bot mode. So I reviewed this guy before, and it was pretty rushed. So I'm gonna go through the transformation as quickly as possible and as, you know, smooth as possible. So what I like to do is come to the engine block here, fold that down, take the lights here, and fold them in. For whatever reason on this version, they do feel a little bit flimsy. More so than usual, which is odd. Then, since this... I'm going to leave that there for now. Next, what I like to do is go ahead and separate the exhausts. Go ahead and get them ready. And then I like to swing the arms down just like that to get them out of the way. Move this out of the way. And then fold where these yellow hinges are down, and then rotate. Yeah, and then rotate here 180 degrees. Okay. Then come under here. Pull the head up and out. Then come to the hood, fold that down, fold these in, and tab this into place. No, that's right. It won't be able to until I come here and split the legs. Then come here, raise this up, and this is on a mushroom peg. So this is going to rotate 180 degrees and fold up. Okay, then this part is going to rotate around just like that. That creates his hip skirt. Then you come here to these exhausts, fold them out of the way. Fold that down, that'll become his leg. Fold this down, that becomes his foot. Then you come here and fold that in, fold this in, and there you go. You have a whole foot. Same thing over here. Untab this, swing this down, fold down the foot, and then fold this in just like that. Okay. Now we have this mess to clean up. I want to make sure all of this is pegged together. And then probably one of the coolest parts about the transformation is that you take this panel here, you flip that up, you rotate that exhaust, and this panel is going to end up on this port right here. Same thing on his right side. Fold that panel, swing that back, and then make sure that kind of just sits on the back of his forearm. And there is more than meets the eye Hotrod in his robot mode. And yeah, this is a pretty cool figure. It's still a pretty cool figure, and I do recommend it if you can get it. I think he's... like, if you're still wanting the original, I don't blame you. But this one isn't a bad placeholder. Now, I am going to bring in the original, because there are some differences between the two. other than the color. It's also the accessories. He, personally, looking at both figures, the original one doesn't come with that many. And a lot of people thought at the time he came with a ton of accessories. And he did for the time that he came out. He even has built-in accessories. I'll show off on the new one. Because if you have the old one, you know that he has it. On the new one, yes, he does. On the new one, you can still fold up, or you can still flip up the helmet and then come here and and flip down the visor. And then his other built-in accessory is that if you fold this down and fold this down as well, you can flip his right hand around and close everything back up for the welding tool. So this hot rod still does, he does have the built-in accessories. He still has the visor. He still has the welder, which is pretty cool. Just like this one. Like this one has the same built-in accessories. I'm just going to show them off. We'll do the arm thing first. And I will admit, the plastic on the original one doesn't feel as brittle and as, like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because of the color that it is. But it doesn't feel like I'm gonna break the figure on the original. That's the only thing that I have noticed, that this hot rod, the original one, doesn't feel as brittle like the new one does. But then again, I don't know. That maybe it's just the plastic quality. But yeah, these both look pretty good. They have the same built-in accessories. They share accessories as well. They both share the guns. They share both the same terms of firearms, which is cool. They both share the same buzzsaw. And now is where we get to the added accessories. We get the Matrix. Now this one comes with the old one comes with a pretty cool effect. This one just comes translucent blue. I would have much rather had this be, well, included with this one. I mean, I get it, they wanted to make it different. But the translucent blue, it is a reference in the movie, because the moment where Optimus, when he was dying, he dropped the Matrix. Hot Rod went to catch it and pick it up, and then for a split, maybe 2 seconds, it was this deep, clear blue in the movie. Personally, I don't care about that. Now, hardcore fans, I'm sure they're going to be like, oh, cool, another Matrix. But the way I see it is, just give us this, because it comes with the effect that he did at the end of the film, and it's more memorable like that, at least in my opinion. This is cool, and this is still the better accessory with this figure. So, that's the Matrix thing. Oh, and another cool thing is that this piece is also removable. It's not glued in or anything, but maybe I did glue it in at one point. I'm not sure. But this is, like, this whole thing right here, the effect is removable. The other thing that this guy comes with, the original, is that it comes with flame effects for alt mode and robot mode. And I think I know why they included these, because at the time this figure came out, the Cyberverse show was airing. And in the cartoon, Hot Rod was known for using his exhaust pipes as flamethrowers. So I believe these were a reference mostly to that, because I don't remember him spitting flames out of his exhaust in the film. So I think this is more of like a Cyberverse reference. And it's pretty cool that they included these, but they're not accurate to the film. They're fun for effects pieces, though. This guy, on the other hand, comes with 3 accessories that I really wish that this guy came with. And I'm kind of glad they saved it for this one. He comes with his training lance and shield, which is awesome. Very awesome indeed. So I will show you. Let me just go ahead and fold this back into his head. And then unclip this. Oh, man. Oh, come on. Come on, not now, not now. Oh, man. Come on, Hotrod. There you go. Flip that back in. Close it back up. Like I said, I went through the articulation bit in his review. The articulation is the same on this. So, articulation I'm not going to really focus on in these videos. These are mostly comparisons, but when we get to these two, it'll be different. Believe me. So, anyway, you can have him hold his training lance. And he holds it kind of like how 86 Megatron holds the lightsaber. And you can have him hold the shield. You just flip this down, and it becomes a hand-holding shield. And it fits in his hand pretty snugly, so you can get him to train. It would have been cooler if this guy was in a multi-pack. Like, sell it with the same, amount of accessories, and but just come with the training bot. That's what I really think they should have done, and something tells me they are going to do that at some point, just maybe not this year. But yeah, there is Hotrod holding his lance and shield, and we are done with the comparisons with this guy. Now it's all about him. So you can hold him. I mean, you can. Jesus. You can have him hold. You can have him hold the sword. I mean, the lance and the Autobot shield, and he looks pretty cool doing it. Next thing, and this puts the DNA kit that came out and is still available to this day to shame. Because now I really have no desire to get it other than maybe the speakers for jazz. But you can get Hotrod to sit down. I'm sorry, I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. And for that articulation that he has, you can get him to wield the fishing rod. And I think the fishing rod itself is such a cool accessory. This is something that I really wish that the original one came with. So did a lot of other people. A lot of other fans really wish that he came with the fishing pole. Even though it was for a short scene, and it was only for the opening scene in the film, it's still a nice added bonus accessory, because you don't see something like this all the time. And it's nice to see that they included this, and I'm very happy. Now, before you ask me, did I get the Scourge? No. I didn't get the Scourge only because they did nothing different with him. I mean, I know that's basically saying the same thing about, this one. But they did fix some QC issues that I had about this. Scourge is just a straight-up re-release. And for, I bought the original one, and since they basically re-released the original one, no difference, no extra accessories, for a higher price, no thanks. I'm pretty good on that. This guy was worth it only because he came with added accessories that didn't come with the original. They even excluded some of the extra accessories, like the flame effects and technically the matrix effect. I'm counting the blue bit as a part of the accessories, not necessarily the matrix itself, because the matrix still comes with the matrix, but he doesn't have the effect to go with it. So he does technically get 3 added accessories. It would have been nice if, because it happened in the cartoon, it would have been nice if Scourge came with his Target Master. I think that would have been cool. Or maybe they didn't just straight up reissue him. Maybe they could have done some parts to where he took on, where he did actually end up trying to wield the Matrix, but his body was deconformed and stuff like that. I mean, discombobulated and crap. I don't know. Just something to think about. But yeah, but other than that, yeah, Hotrod here is a solid 10 out of 10 for me. If you can't find him, check your local hobby shops, your Targets. I think because currently he's out of stock on Target's website, and I was very fortunate that early in the morning, I mean like I'm talking like the ass crack of dawn morning, I saw him on Target's website literally the next day after I ordered Optimus and Hound, that he was available, and I snagged him. I had to grab him because this is such a cool release. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Please stay tuned for more reviews to come, because my next reviews will be on, One Shall Stand, One Shall Fall, Optimus, and Megatron. And these are currently very, very fun figures. They are very fun, especially if you missed out on the Commander Prime. I know he's battle damaged and shit, but still a fun release, not gonna lie. But anyway, yep, that's been my review on Transformers More Than Meets the Eye Hot Rod. Transformers More Than Meets the Eye Hot Rod, and I hope to see you all later next weekend with Optimus and Megatron. So stay tuned.